Why don't you give me credit that I actually brought order to the country and stopped the killing? And stop the killing. And ask yourself whether there was any killing at the strongholds of ODM Kenya as we then were before it became WIPER Democratic Movement. We saved literally this country. I'm quite sure we'll not go that way again, because you'll be winning this time. This time we're winning. This party has grown in leaps and bounds. As I speak to you, we have a candidature of about 106 members of parliament from across the country, from Moyale to Lungalunga, and from Dadaab to Kishi. This is a national movement. If, as I speak to you, we are the third largest political party during the 12th.
WIPER leader Kalonzo Musyoka has been prevailed upon by party officials to reconsider his decision to vie for the presidency.
We have agreed to go our separate ways and compare notes as we move. There's no hostility here. This is brotherly contest and others. But as we move on, we'll keep reviewing. Some people have very mistakenly argued, oh, now this is taking us back to 2007. If you are that type of a Kenyan, allow me to say, shame on you, with a lot of respect. And you want this country to go back to post-election violence of 2007? Why don't you, even if you want to be tempted to think that way?
The resolution was reached during a delegates meeting at Stony Athi in Machakos County on Monday.
We all know that the position of president and deputy are off the table under Azimio One Kenya Alliance. That we are aware. But what we are saying is that there could be other ways by which this party can participate fully in government, even outside those two positions. That is what we want to know.
The officials asked Kalonzo to exhaust all dispute resolution mechanism within the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party.
What is in need for WIPER Democratic Movement? Not our party leader, and I want that to be clear, because people have made it look like it's a Kalonzo issue.
He spoke after the meeting that was also attended by about 500 party aspirants.
The reasons why we are disappointed and why we were disappointed and said we are going to go all the way to the ballot is because there was no structured discussion. There was no discussions about how political party positions would be shared. There was no discussion about positions. The only position we as a party had talked about was only the position of deputy president. So when a position was mentioned to us through the media, and we heard that we had been offered a position of cabinet secretary, I think that was called chief.
Kalonzo is said to be out of the country for a private trip to the United Kingdom. Mbiu said the reason the WIPER party decided to bolt out of Azimio and declare that Kalonzo would vie for presidency was because there was initially no room for discussion. He, however, said the meeting had resolved that the interests of the country outweigh that of the party.
22 senatorial candidates, 11 governors, over nearly 400 MCAs. If I just wound up and said, kwaheri ya konana, I devalue the ticket that you have been given. And worse still, by devaluing the same, others will take advantage and move into the party's strongholds and make you look funny.
This even as Kalonzo on Monday presented signatures of supporters backing his presidential bid to the IEBC. Allies of Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga have been pushing for discussion with Kalonzo's camp, but the efforts have been unsuccessful due to non-responsiveness.
We hope that the principals under the coalition of Azimio One Kenya can sit together and be able to put in paper, pen and paper, all those things that they wish that this party could be able to know, so that we can be able to advise our party leader accordingly, and so that we can make the next course of action.
We still have some window to negotiate between now and the 30th, that what belongs to us as the party, what percentage of the government are we expecting or are we supposed to get, because we cannot be in a government where we don't have stakes.
The talks stalled further following Kalonzo's abrupt visit to London last Friday. The resolution has Stani Adi come even as reports indicate that Kalonzo had gagged his close allies from speaking about his political future. On Monday, Kalonzo's running mate Andrew Sunkuli confirmed that Kalonzo's presidential bid was on course. He spoke when he presented signatures to the IEBC at the Bomas of Kenya on behalf of Kalonzo.